Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Well, moving costs over the last year were reviewed in a recent study, all in an effort to determine how much states and cities spent on average during a typical move in the area. It turns out that Texas ranks number 3 in cheapest states. So we went ahead and spoke with an expert to learn all about that. Go ahead and take a look.
I am a spokesperson for HireHelper.com. We are a moving marketplace on the internet, and what that means is you can book moving companies online through our website, including all over Texas. The reason we're talking today is because we just released a study looking at the average moving costs in all 50 states, and we found that Texas actually ranked number 3 as the cheapest state to book movers in the country. So what a lot of consumers don't realize is that summertime is actually the most popular time to move. So it's moving season right now, so these tips couldn't come at a better time. The reason why you should know that it's moving season is that it's a competitive time to get the best prices for movers. So these tips are going to help you save money right now. So we looked at all the moves booked on our website over the last year, and that's how we determined what the average moving costs look like. So nationally, the average cost to move was $400. That's nationwide. For Texas, it was actually only $340, so a little less. Now, I think a lot of people think that a moving company costs way more than that, and technically they are correct. A full service moving company usually costs in the thousands, but they're the types of moving companies that do everything. So that would be if you wanted somebody to drive the truck, pack, and move. So a popular way to save on movers and moving help is to actually just book movers by the hour. And that's the type of moving companies that HireHelper has on their website. And so that's a great way to save money. And a lot of consumers don't know this, but you can actually book just for loading help, unloading help, even to move furniture around your house. So it's less about driving and transporting the items, but it's more about doing the heavy lifting. So this can be a great way to save yourself from any back pain and actually save quite a bit of money.
There you have it. According to this study, Texas indeed ranks number 3 in cheapest moving costs. Now you can feel free to visit the website on your screen if you'd like more information. All right, well, despite being 100% preventable, distracted driving crashes continue to be a significant problem in the state of Texas, causing harm to so many people each year. The Texas Department of Transportation says that 1 in 5 crashes involves driver distraction. So just last year, and now we're going to go ahead and speak with their team to learn more about the Talk Text Crash campaign set forth to help educate Texans about the dangers of distracted driving. Go ahead and take a look at this.
Hi, my name is Octavio Science, Public Information Officer for the Texas Department of Transportation. To talk to you about something that we're still doing right here in the state of Texas, and that's called the Talk Text Crash campaign. Now, we are hitting the streets and with a unique way of approaching the education of driving, of distracted driving here in the state of Texas. Now, why do we do this? Because despite being 100% preventable, distracted driving is still killing people every single year. Almost 1 in 5 traffic crashes in Texas are caused by distracted driving. And as people take the road this summer, what we want to do as TxDOT is to remind all drivers to put away their phones, and pay full attention to the road to not only avoid a ticket, but worse, avoid a tragedy. Remember that a deadly crash can happen in just a blink of an eye. So staying focused is absolutely necessary to save lives. So one of the some of the advice that we give are always give driving your full attention, pull off the road entirely and come to a complete stop before you talk or text, and put away your phone, turn it off, use an app to block text, whatever you can do to avoid distracted driving. And just remember that distracted driving is not just the phone, it's eating, adjusting the radio, or even taking your eyes off the road for a few seconds. That can be very dangerous. Because on average, when you send or read a text, it takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Now, hear this. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. So research shows that regardless of whether you use a voice-to-text program, a hands-free device, or even a handheld, the distraction will affect your driving. And we also want to remind everyone that in the state of Texas, it is illegal to be sending, reading, or writing a text message while you're in a moving vehicle.
The campaign features an immersive TV wall with a touch-free driving simulator game to give participants a real-life sense of those distractions and how they can affect driving. And there will even be tips and facts to help remind us all to be careful while on the road. You can feel free to visit tex.gov if you'd like more information on this initiative, plus more. All right, well, that's all of our time for now. We want to thank you again so much for joining us this morning, and be sure to tune in again tomorrow because we'll be catching up with the team at It's Time Texas to learn all about their Sweet Summer Habits campaign and how you can take part. We'll also give you info on how to lend support for our local veteran heroes through special grants and programs. Plus, we're showing you inside the world of wooden arts and crafts through unique epoxy designs in McAllen. Now, don't forget to follow our team on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes sneak peeks of what we've got filming for the show. And of course, you can always visit valleycentral.com to rewatch some of today's favorite segments. We've got all of that and so much more tomorrow on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.